Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I'm here with my boy Franco.
Yo, what is up? What is up?
So today we're gonna be picking his brain. He's a local entrepreneur, and he's been my homie since high school. And we reconnected after high school a lot. And yeah, we just wanna, pick his brain today. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah. So for you guys who don't know me, my name is Fabian Franco. I'm the owner of Franco Auto Detailing, and we're just out here with my boy Angel in hot SoCal. We're just gonna ask some questions, answer some questions, and just show us the van.
Yep, we're basically gonna pick his brain and see what knowledge we could extract from his journey. And like I know a lot of people are gonna take from it, even if you're not an auto detailer or anything like that. All right, everybody. So I feel like anybody could take value from this. Like even if you're not an auto detailer, I feel like we're picking his brain and we're picking each other's brain. Like we're just learning a lot. So not just one person could gain value from this. It's like when you're an entrepreneur, like it's just the base value of being an entrepreneur. It's not necessarily like detailing. Like an auto detailer like him could provide so much value to a real estate agent or maybe someone who does tint. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and that's really why we're out here, to share knowledge. I'm really excited just to share what I have for you guys, not just from detailing, but outside of detailing as well, just other businesses. So yeah, let's get to it.
Get to it, guys. All right, bro. I know a lot has changed since from when you started detailing to right now. So kind of explain to us the process, like how has it been, like from when you started to at least to the point where you are right now?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, honestly, a lot has changed, man, from once I started about like 2-3 years ago. Just from like my mindset with having business to like the actual tools I use, the business model I use to run my business, the actual like steps I take to detail a car. A lot has changed, that has really progressed, and I still have a lot more to learn, but I believe a lot has learned from when I used to drive my dad's car, my dad's truck, had my own car, and now that I got a van. So much has changed, man. I'm blessed.
So you basically started off with like a Tacoma, or you started off like from the back of your car, like just like real humble beginnings, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I started off with a pressure washer, man. Pressure washer, a couple chemicals, and a vacuum. Like nothing crazy. I used to like borrow the water from the people's houses, and like, to this day, people still offer me to use
their hose.
So like, if you guys are starting a detailing business, don't feel like you need to have everything, man.
I think with any business, like even
any business, you can start with the smallest things.
Like even like a podcast or anything like that. Like you just go into it, like just start. I feel like anybody, like for you, bro, like you didn't let like you having not a vehicle or like things like that, like you didn't let that be an excuse for not starting your business. So you started your business and look where you are right now. So like you have your van and now everything's coming together. So you started with a Tacoma, but like now you saved up money and were able to get a vehicle.
Exactly. And that's how it is. I was blessed enough to have parents that really supported me. As I said, like my dad let me use his truck when I was first coming up, and now like I'm blessed to have my own van. Like it's nothing crazy out here, but we're something. Like something's better than nothing.
There you go.
I'm grateful to have it. And I'm just blessed, man.
Speaking of the van, bro, let's check out inside to see what goodies are in here.
So just before I open it, I just want to explain a little bit the van. This is a 2016 NV200 Nissan. Nothing crazy. It does have little dings here and there. So it's a beauty in progress. Like,
hey,
it's not
here you
perfect,
go.
But we have it wrapped up soon. Put it on.
Hey, bro, for 20 years old, that's pretty good, my boy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We're about to put on some 4G autos.
There you go.
Make it real spiffy. So this is the inside of the van, guys. Come check it out. There's nothing like too crazy. It's a simple design. It's a basic setup, but man, it gets the job done. So first of all, as you can see, the biggest thing in here is that we have a 100-gallon tank, diamond plated from the bottom just to keep everything in hold, keep everything intact. Also got my vacuum in here. I got a 50-foot cord. Gets the job done. Lets me reach really far out. I also got a steam cleaner in here for my higher up packages.
That's to suck up all the booty juice,
or what? Suck up all that booty juice that's all up in
the
there.
Fucking seat.
You know what I'm saying? Cleans up all that like nasty shit in the car.
Yeah.
I have a little ladder in here for those higher trucks or SUVs that we need to get to. You guys can't really see it, but I have like my floor mats for when the detail's done.
Oh, those are dope.
And last but not least, I carry all my little things in here. It's not super full right now, but just keep little stuff, some brushes, some little tools, some lights. Down here, keep my towels. They're not super full just because I had a couple details this week, but try to get something in there just so you guys can see what I have in here, what I use day to day to get my details done. And honestly, it's a blessing to have something like this. It makes the job a lot easier compared to when I was in a truck where I had to take down my pressure washer. I had to connect the hoses, you know, which would take me about 15 minutes. Now with this setup, it takes me about 2 minutes to get everything ready, and
so it's quick. It's quick and easy, huh?
Exactly. Time is money, so we got to be quick with it.
Yeah, I like the setup, bro. Like the way it's all set up, it looks so organized and it doesn't look like it's clutter. So like the more efficient you are, I feel like the more faster you could get to your job and you could start doing things.
Exactly. And trust me, it don't always look like this, man. When we have like 6 details in a weekend or in 2 days, like it's a mess, you know. But my boy Angel told me not too long ago, like, dude, don't even worry about it. Like that just shows how the work you're putting in, you know. So,
yeah.
But we do try to stay clean, you know. We are a detailing business, so it wouldn't make sense if we were to be all unorganized and not detailed, you know. That's really doesn't show what we do and who we are.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. So with being an entrepreneur, I'm sure there's a lot of obstacles and like adversities that you may face. What are some things that you noticed throughout your journey that you've experienced?
Yeah, okay. So one thing, when I first started, I didn't have that entrepreneur mind. You know, like I didn't think I was an entrepreneur because I'm like, I'm just washing cars. It's nothing crazy. But this is a business. Anything you make money off is a business. I think that's one of the hardest things I had to adapt, was just having that business mindset where now I need to like take account into all the prices I'm doing, or all the my revenue, all my profit, you know, profit margins. You know, that's something I was never really into. I would just get the money, you know, and just be like, cool, I would go waste it, you know. I wouldn't treat it like a real business. So I would say that was probably like the #1 top hardest thing about getting into detailing. But yeah, I would kind of consider that into any other business, with not just detailing, is that just having that business mindset early, you know, doing everything legit as soon as you jump onto it, you know. And sometimes you never know if you're going to get into that business, so having a couple months of or a year or so is like cool, just to explore, you know. You don't have to do everything legit, but just keep track of everything. That way you know, okay, this business did this for me, I made this amount, and just stuff like that. #2, I would say just finding what works for you with like tools, products, your actual like the way you detail, you know, like your steps of detailing. That's something that does take time to really learn. And I would probably say the last one, at least for me personally, was detailing is like you know, you're doing labor. You're out in the sun. You're out here putting in work. Adapting to that is one thing that it did take me some time, you know. With being in the sun, you're bent over, you know, you're tired at the end of the day. So that is one tough thing that you do have to adapt to, but that's the life of a detailer.
That's the life. And it's like you said earlier, bro, it's like flipping the switch. A lot of people, like when they're transitioning into like entrepreneurship, it's a mindset, bro, and it's like a whole different vibe. Like when you are being a businessman, or you know, or a businesswoman, like you got to flip the switch. And like not only that, it's also getting like, think about different perspectives. Like you had to adapt and get used to like the labor. You got to get used to like your profit margins, and you got to think about shit like that. Like it's a whole different thing.
It is. And that's one thing that's really tough to get onto. As I said earlier, I didn't have that mindset, you know, and now I'm blessed to be able to learn stuff like that and really push myself to learn those things.
All right, bro, let's take a look at the truck and see what you got up in there.
All right, let's check it out. Come through. This is MTV. Welcome to my crib.
This is where all the magic happens. This is where the money's made, right here.
We're side guys. So yeah, pretty much when we get to the job site, it's the first place that we see. Right when we get out, you know, we get our buckets out. We have buckets in the bag. We have our chemicals over there. We have a pressure washer, and then we have all our essential chemicals and stuff right like here, that. You know, so this is really where all the magic happens. How I said, you know.
All right, bro. So like, I know a lot of people, they may think that they need this whole setup and everything like that, and then they spend all the capital to get something like this. But basically, it's like start with whatever like you can, or like whatever budget you have, and then kind of move into stuff like this. And considering this, bro, like how much did you end up spending on a van like this?
Okay.
And the whole setup?
Yeah, okay, so for the actual van, I spent about like $5,000, a little bit less than $5,000, but we just rounded up. So $5,000 for the van. I was blessed enough to get this van. I had the opportunity. A lot of people get new stuff right away when you start, you know, so I chilled for a little bit, and then I upgraded my stuff later on. So yeah, I got the van for $5,000, and then the actual setup, I got it for about like $35,000.
Like the whole steel plates and like the whole.
Yeah. So the van was gutted when I had got it. I had taken it to, this is the shop, if you guys are wondering, First Choice in El Monte. They got me looking right. So they came with the diamond plate, pretty much everything you see They added, obviously, besides buckets and then my stuff, the tank, the holder, pressure washer. So about, I would say 7,500 for
the whole setup
in general. Yes,
and like how we said earlier, like you were able to already have your business established and be able to invest in something like this. But obviously, like if you don't have the capital for that, you could obviously start smaller, and that goes to any business. Like if you need to start with the bare minimum, like it's okay to start with it and be humble and like kind of go work out of your truck or work out of your van, work out of your car, you know, and then obviously move into stuff like this where you're able to have a big ass van, and like when you show up to your customers, they almost have an orgasm because of how fucking dope it looks, you know what I mean? So
excited. Yeah, exactly.
You know?
A lot of people are detailing right now. You know, it's a popular business. I don't want to say it's easy to get into, but it's a
low barrier to entry.
It's a simple job that you can start, and you can have high profit margins very on. But just the business side is what tends to get a little bit more difficult with it. A lot of people start off in their Honda Accord in the back.
Yep.
I've seen some people detailing out of a Tesla. You know, they have all their stuff back there. So there's a lot of things you can go about it. A lot of different ways you can go about it. You know, so whatever suits the person, you know, just go for it.
There you go. All right, bro. With all that being said, like, where do you see yourself with detailing? Like, do you see this in the long run, or like, what's going on with your mind, like, in terms of this business?
Okay. Yeah. So honestly, I've had a lot of different like ups and downs with detailing. I have worked many jobs throughout the 3 years I've been detailing. I've had a lot of thoughts about, you know, continuing or should I stop. So as of right now, you know, I am going to continue detailing. I said I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I want to get into other businesses, and a lot of people ask me like, you know, why do you detail, or like, what's the backstory behind it, or what is your purpose for it? And it's just really as a stepping stone, you know, just to continue my career, you know, continue my career as an entrepreneur. You know, I may keep detailing for the rest of my life, you know. I do want to get away from the actual detailing side in the future. You know, right now I love the job, you know, going out every day and just detailing, having different atmospheres, you know, be in different places. So yeah, as of right now, just keep going at it. You know, hopefully in a couple years, I already have my employees, and
it's like being able to like still be in the business but slowly exit out.
Exactly.
And like scale, like not just being like I feel like a lot of people, like you could start detailing and you could do all the hustle and the grind in the beginning, but after a while it's not something you want to do all the time. So I feel like you want to set this up to where you could have employees and have everybody working for you and still like being the leader of like a little empire.
Yes, sir.
So I think that's a good mindset.
Actually, I heard something yesterday. I was at a detailing course out in Uber Detail for you guys in the Empire. I really recommend their stuff. They offer a lot of courses and a lot of cool chemicals. I heard something at their course yesterday where the guy said, "Don't work in your business, work on your business." And that kind of got to me. Like, I've been working so much in my business where I haven't got to work on on my business, you know, and like the whole thing, instead of being inside of it, you know, just see it as a whole. You know, see it as a whole and really grow it from the outside.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Like, I fuck with that mindset though. That's good that you were able to network and put yourself in different positions to like pick people's brains and network with other people. And also, like, right now you're still in your business, bro, and it's like whatever way your life ends up going, like whatever direction you end up taking detailing, I feel like the fact that you started a business on your own and you kept it going, I feel like even that within itself is very valuable. And I feel like a lot of people that start a business and maybe they might want to feel like maybe they want to be in it or they don't, or like they want to scale it, or like they just want to like work on it, I feel like it's good to at least like go through those emotions and feel it and just kind of see where they want to take it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I mean, I recommend everybody to start a business for whatever it is, you know, just to you have that experience of like being your own boss and just creating your own prices and everything, you know. It just really gives you a taste of what that life is about. And even if you did like it, if you like the entrepreneur side but you don't really like the business side of what you were doing, you know, like just start a new business, you know. That's the whole point of this stuff, where you just go in and you meet new people in that business, you know, and then you may start another business that way, you know. And I think that's another point that I do want to give off is like relationships within the business is really, really big, especially with detailing, how it's so saturated, you know. You need to have that network. You need to talk to other detailers in the area. That way, you know pricing, you know, packaging, what others offering. You know, it's not a
It's like,
competition.
yeah, it's like they're not your competition. Like you don't gotta recreate the system, bro. Like you could just do something that's already working for somebody else and pick their brain. It's like, bro, like there's a lot of like detailers or anybody like they think the market is so saturated, like they think everyone's competition. But it's like when you get together, there's enough cars for everybody. There's enough market for everybody, so it doesn't make sense to try to like hide shit or hide knowledge. Like it's cool. Most people will be open to like sharing their process and their systems for how they do shit,
Exactly.
you know. And it's cool that you were able to pick people's brains and kind of like create your own system
Yeah.
and see what worked with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I believe lift others as you rise. You know, and every year they're making a new model of car. You know, so there's always gonna be new cars coming out. There's always gonna be people that want new services. You know, use people as a stepping stone. Not really like, but helping them out with you. You know, don't just
step on them
don't just
motherfuckers
step
and
on
like
them, you know,
wipe
like,
your fucking
help
shit on
them
them.
up, then they can use you as a stepping stone. You know, so it's all a process.
Hell yeah, bro. Figure it out. I don't know. We'll just keep it going. All right, guys. Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. It's not over yet, so don't leave or anything like that. I want to apologize for the crust. I know it's hot as fucking here, you know what I mean? And it's just hot. It's a hot day in general. You know what I mean? So you can see the sweat, you know what I mean?
Putting in that work, that's why.
Putting in the work, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, like I appreciate you being able to like to share this knowledge with everybody and being able to like really open up like what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Like, yeah, like you started up with your Tacoma, you started up with that initial investment, and like you're able to have this business and then like still like grow it and like try to see where you want to take it. And it's good to like kind of pick everybody's brain, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of pick your brain and just kind of see how it's like.
Exactly. Yeah. One thing I did also want to add about this was like, just starting a business just helped me like personally. Like,
1, 9.
I could cut it
sorry
out.
guys. Sorry guys.
I could cut it out. I could cut that out.
6.
Yes.
1.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, guys, so another thing I wanted to add just about like owning this business and my experience with owning this business was that it really helped me grow personally, just because like, you know, you have to learn things with the business. You have to learn how to build relationships. You have to learn how to network, and that really did help me with like my personal life, with like reading books, you know, and learning how to deal with people, learning how to sell people, learning how to convince people, you know. And it just really helped me open my mind to new things, you know. And just like, especially as a business owner, you can't be so stuck onto one thing, because new products are coming, you know, new people are getting new cars, not even with business, and there's new houses or new styles, you know. So you gotta keep that mind running, and so they did help me a lot with business and my personal life as well. Angel.
Yeah, that's good, bro. You're like,
Angel, take it
like,
away, bro.
Help me, bro. Help me. Yeah, like basically piggybacking on what he said, it's like, yo, like being an entrepreneur like changes your mindset. It changes, like, it's good to network, you know what I mean? It's good to like meet other people, because what if like you meet somebody, let's say I meet you, bro, and you teach me something about like tinting or something like that, and you're like, bro, what if I want to become a professional tinter? Or like, what if that is a catalyst of me starting a whole new business? Or like, what if you're like, hey bro, like come to this event, and it's like we're all like-minded people and we're all like trying to make it out this fucking rat race, bro. Because if you really think about it, dude, like for people that we're all working, like I'd be working like a job at Amazon, right? Like my job at Amazon, like, yeah, not knocking anybody on their hustle, but personally for me, like working a job as a delivery driver is not in line with what I want to do with my life. You know, like if someone is happy being a delivery driver, that's fine. Could be a good career, you know. But like for me, it wasn't a good career. That's not like something I want to do. But it's like I'm trying to escape the matrix, you know. And for anybody trying to escape, I feel like it's good to network, dude. And like another thing is like piggyback on that, dude. This shit's a grind, bro. Like detailing is a grind. YouTube is a grind. Real estate, you know, all these things, it's a fucking grind. And it's like so much ups and downs in business, and like especially with our mindsets, bro. Like it's just so much, you know. But that's the beauty of it. Like there's no like hard times. However, we can appreciate the good times. Like it's not easy, it's simple, it's not easy, and like if you're trying to start a detailing business, don't think it's gonna blow up right away. Like look where Franco's at. Like he started from the bottom and he's building his way up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback back on you.
And we're all piggybacking off each other. Like that's how
what's that one game, the leapfrog?
You're leapfrogging.
He said he had mentioned that, like, you know, that doesn't align with what you want to do, but that's part of the process. Like as I said, while I've been detailing, I've been working other jobs, and it's like I have that taste of like I am my own boss, you know, that I'm doing my own thing, and it's like you want to keep it going that way, but sometimes you have to work the other job. You have to work that 9 to 5 while you work your own thing, you know. And like
the bills don't stop, bro.
The bills don't
fucking
bro.
stop.
And it's just like it's part of the process, you know. It's all different phases. Me and Angel and other boy, we always talk about phases, you know. Like we can be in a phase right now, we're gonna be in another phase, you know. So that's how he said you gotta network, you gotta talk to people, because sometimes they can get you out of that job, you know, and then they can help you build your business. So where now you don't have to be working that other job, you know. And it's a grind. How Angel said, it's a fucking grind. And just another thing I want to touch on that as well. As much as you grind, as much as work you got to put in, man. Like the whole reason we started a business, man, is to just enjoy our freedom, you know. Which sometimes you don't have that much freedom, but you just have. There's different freedoms. You can have like the time freedom, or you can have the freedom of just having peace, where no one's like telling you shit. Where there's still stress, but now it's like it's your stress, you know. Like you're not dealing with other people's stress. Where like you have to do this, you have to do that. You know, it's your own stress. So now you have that freedom, but besides the freedom, it's like it's like you have fun, you know. Like we do this business shit, and sometimes we forget that like we're living life, you know. It's not all about a grind. Is that we have weekends for a reason. Like fuck yeah, like hustle weekends, you know. But you know, it's
like having that balance.
It's a marathon, bro. Like a Nipsey Hussle, you're not gonna sprint if it's a marathon, you know. Like you're gonna be consistent with it, you know. But like it's fine to have your fun times, you know, because that's gonna remind you like I have my fun. If I keep working hard, you know, I can have more fun. You know, like you work part-time to have full-time fun. You know, work part-time and you have full-time fun.
Exactly.
You know?
Like it's good to enjoy your life. Like it's like, bro, like you're building this empire, but like, bro, you gotta have a day or two like where you enjoy your life, or where you have a barbecue, like when you go to the beach. Like life is beautiful. Like don't let this whole hustle mentality like take over your life. You know what
Especially
I mean?
Especially now, like how Angel always mentions that like that's a new like society. This is a culture where it's like we need to be driving the Lambos, we need to be wearing Gucci, you know, like we need to have hella likes, you know. It's like it's an abundance mindset, which is good to an extent, but you know, like sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro.
I just wanted to add
no,
that.
say that shit.
Yeah,
it's a value. Like you're like, oh, that's it. Like no, like yeah, bro. Like literally, we're conditioned by social media and things like, oh, you need to be successful. You need to like, yeah, it's important, but like let it happen the way it's supposed to happen. Like I feel like it's better to become a millionaire in your mind and like be able to like nourish these thoughts that you have in your mind and really grow mentally, and then all the like monetary success is gonna come by virtue of your mind expanding. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to just be focused and being unhappy, you know, like doing something you hate just to get money. Like find what your purpose is, and your the money is just gonna fucking come, bro. Like for me, like I know I'm kind of going like in a little podcast mode, but fuck it, who cares, you know. But like for me, it was like with real estate, I was knocking on doors, and I thought that's what I wanted to do, but it was like me chasing the money. I didn't really want to knock on doors. You know what I mean? Like now I'm shifting my perspective. It's like, yo, I want to do something that I actually enjoy. Yeah. And that's like self-development.
Yeah, and sometimes it's stuff how you say, like how we Angel had mentioned, like, so there's like the job that you don't want to do, but then it's like now you're doing something you don't want to do in the business. So now it's like there's some things where like you have to do it because like you just have to thug it out. But then there's also, that's the good thing about having like the freedom of being in your business, is that like you didn't want to knock on doors. Like it's my business though. Like it's my choice where I want to take it, compared to working with a job where like it's not really my choice. Like I kind of have to do. That's what I was mentioning about the freedom thing, you know. And like kind of say you learn as you go, you know. And success is within yourself, is within the mind and within the heart. Because how you said it, you can be making good ass money, you know, and not like what you're doing, you know. You're working all fucking day, you know, and like might as well. I'd rather work for myself, make less money, and then go bust my ass off, fucking not enjoy my freedom
Exactly.
not make as much money.
And it's like how we were touching on earlier, like how you want to like eventually exit out of your business and have people running your like detailing. It's the same thing for me. Like instead of knocking on doors, I would rather like invest capital in direct mail marketing or something like that, where I'm not really like doing all that stuff, but I'm investing my money into it and, you know, trying to see what the returns on that is, or like me investing in ads, or like me investing more on this YouTube channel. Like who knows what the journey's gonna come. But like for me, I genuinely wasn't happy doing that, and I was always trying to convince myself that that's what I wanted to do. But I was programmed to do that way. All I learned was doing it a certain way. But once I took my ego and checked myself, I was like, bro, like I had to let go of that because that wasn't me. It wasn't aligned. So I had to let go of it. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this adventure with my boy Franco. Also, I want to thank you, bro, for, you know, allowing us to kind of pick your brain and, you know, obviously spending time right here with us to, you know, provide value to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you as well for having me on. I don't mind sharing that value, you know, if I can help others, you know, like it makes me grow and while I help others grow, you know. So yeah, thank you, bro.
All right, guys, you guys be safe, and then I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh my God, nigga.